Hello everybody and welcome to episode 19 of season 3 of Smackdown here in our WWE 2K25 universe mode. And we are kicking things off as always with the 24/7 title on the line. Who will answer the call? Oh ho ho! You have got to be kidding me! There is no way he's here. My goodness, the great Khali is back. Well, I should say the great Khali is here, because this is the first time on Universe Mode here on Will's Wrestling Corner that the great Khali has appeared on Universe Mode, and it appears that on the road to WrestleMania, the great Khali wants to be 24/7 champion. Obviously, great Khali's first run here in WWE, he was very dominant, former world champion. So many amazing moments, including squashing Rey Mysterio's head like a pancake at one point, or getting eliminated by Beth Phoenix in a Royal Rumble match. And now the great Khali is here, looking to take the 24/7 title from Austin Theory. What a way to kick off SmackDown. The return of the great Khali. And this man is a dominating force. Austin, you can give up now if you want, but here comes the champion. The first ever 24/7 champion in history, who managed to defeat KSI this past Monday night on Raw in order to become a two-time 24/7 champion in his Universe Mode career. Austin Theory once again visiting Friday Night SmackDown. And of course, Austin Theory had a bit of a lengthy absence here on Universe Mode, but he returned and he won that championship. Austin Theory, who is regarded as the future of this entire industry, he could very well be, as he is the 24/7 champion here on Universe Mode. But this is going to be no easy task for the young man, because he is going to have to tangle with the great Khali, and Austin Theory going it alone here tonight on SmackDown as well. This does not scream good for our defending champion, Austin Theory. But Austin Theory wants to prove that he is the best that we have to offer here on Universe Mode. Austin Theory, a contracted Monday Night Raw superstar, but you know the 24/7 title rules. Every Raw, every SmackDown, and select PLEs, that title has to be on the line. As I believe the fans in attendance are going for the challenger, the returning great Khali.
Introducing the challenger from Punjab, India, weighing in at 347 pounds.
How freaky is it to see the great Khali You see a look of focus on the eyes of the champion, Austin Theory, but like we keep mentioning, this is going to be no easy task. This is set to be an amazing night here of SmackDown here on Universe Mode. We are still on the road to WrestleMania, as Khali getting a good look at what he is fighting for. The 24/7 championship is on the line. Great Khali, the challenger. Theory, the champion. Here we go. Our opening contest starts right now. Oh, and the chop by Khali. This is what we expected. The great Khali, 347 pounds of pure destruction. WWE Hall of Famer. And the great Khali is looking to punish Austin Theory and win that 24/7 championship. And of course, we got a good night here on SmackDown. Our main event, the Women's World Champion Mercedes Moné will go one-on-one with Asuka here on SmackDown. The World Heavyweight Champion Jay White will also be in action as he will go one-on-one with Big Bronson Reed. Will Ospreay, the former WrestleMania main eventer, will be here as he will address his status of WrestleMania. Darby Allin will also address the WWE Universe as he looks to explain his actions of his betrayal of his buddy, the Hardcore Champion main event, Jey Uso. We're also going to continue the Women's Intercontinental Championship Contender Series as Julia will go one-on-one with Carmella. So all that and so much more still to come here tonight as Khali is in complete control. And a kick out at 2 early on by Austin Theory. Oh, and look at this by Khali clawing on the shoulder of Austin Theory. If I'm Austin Theory, I'm going to use my quickness, use any means necessary to try to retain that championship here tonight on SmackDown. As Austin Theory trying to pick apart the body of the Hall of Famer. I don't even think Theory even expected his first title defense to be against this freak athlete known as the Great Khali. We thought Khali was done. We thought he was retired. Drop down and slamming Theory down hard onto the mat. This is what happens when you're a champion. You never know who's going to try to take that championship from you. Oh my God, hitting that turnbuckle. And did you see the height that Austin Theory came from? And now the knee into the corner by the challenger. And this could be a quick night in the office, but Theory, much to his credit, trying to fight back. Big boot, big man down. Austin Theory defeated KSI Monday Night on Raw to win that championship back. Looking to bring that championship back to the professional wrestlers, he said. Well, Khali's a pure professional wrestler. Oh my God. Big shot. And a headbutt. Oh my God. Clawing at Austin Theory. And the Punjabi bomb. Wait a minute, what the hell? Oh my God. That's Grayson Waller. We were wondering what the nature of the relationship was between A-Town Down Under. We were questioning it for weeks. Grayson Waller's a Monday Night Raw superstar. The former Intercontinental Champion is here. And Theory trying to take advantage of the distraction. Waller at ringside, but Khali kicking out. But Theory into the DDT, and Grayson Waller could be the saving grace for Austin Theory here. Uh-oh. Oh, no, he's not. Oh. Claw right to the face. And Khali into the cover. And the... Oh, no. That was almost it. You see a bit of frustration coming off the challenger. It looked like Great Khali. Oh no. Oh God, we said this was how Rey Mysterio suffered this move. Clawing right onto the face. And the Great Khali has won the 24/7 championship. Absolute dominance on display by the debuting Great Khali. Returning to professional wrestling. Punishing Austin Theory, and now he is the brand new 24/7 champion. Great Khali, look at this, the double choke bomb on Austin Theory. Looked like that would have been it right there. But Grayson Waller tried getting involved and tried handing Austin Theory the victory. But Great Khali still came back into this match. Look at this, crushing the skull of Theory until Theory was completely out. Who would have thought we would ever see this? The Great Khali is our new WWE 24/7 champion here on Universe Mode. What a victory, and what a way to kick off Smackdown here tonight. The Great Khali and new 24/7 champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is Darby Allin, who last time we saw him had a massive attack on main event Jey Uso. Darby Allin is here, microphone in hand, set to explain his actions here tonight to the fans. The last time you saw me, I viciously attacked the hardcore champion Jey Uso. The reason I did that is simple. Out of anyone on this roster who has what it takes to beat main event Jey Uso, it is me. And Jey, I'm calling you out at WrestleMania. Wow. The message sent loud and clear by the Daredevil, the former United States champion Darby Allin. He wants that hardcore championship, and he has called out Jey Uso to a match at WrestleMania. Well, we don't know where Jey Uso is, but you gotta think Jey Uso is watching, clutching that championship tight. Jey Uso, who is approaching 1 year as hardcore champion, the longest title reign in Universe Mode history. Will he accept the challenge to face Darby Allin at WrestleMania? Hopefully, we get answers soon. What a message by Darby Allin here tonight on SmackDown. Well, what a challenge made by Darby Allin here on Friday Night SmackDown, but the show must go on as we are set for yet another match in the Women's Intercontinental Championship Contender Series, as here comes the woman who calls herself the most beautiful woman in all of WWE. Carmella is here. And Carmella looking to finally win some championship gold in her Universe Mode career if she manages to be the number one contender.
Making her way to the ring from Staten Island, New York,
Carmella, obviously not a lot of memorable moments in her Universe Mode career, but Carmella believes it is finally time to win some gold in her Universe Mode career. Obviously, last week we saw Tatum Paxley defeat Thea Hale last week in this Contender Series to see who will be next to challenge Julia Hart for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And to this week, we're getting Carmella versus the beautiful madness, Julia. Could be a tough night in the office for the princess, because here comes the beautiful And
her opponent from Tokyo, Japan,
Julia, obviously, we know what she's capable of in her days on the Indies and on NXT, but Julia, obviously, only a handful of matches in her Universe Mode career since recently bursting on the scene here on Smackdown. In her debut, obviously, with a pinfall victory over the current Women's World Champion Mercedes Moné. But Julia looking to chase the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and you got to think Julia might be a heavy favorite in this Contender Series. Could you imagine if we see Julia Hart versus Julia for the Women's Intercontinental Championship at some point? Could even be at WrestleMania. You hear the fans in attendance clearly favoring Julia. Julia versus Carmella here tonight. And obviously this is a sense of the past versus the future here. As now referee Jessica Carr gonna have her hands full. Cheap shot by Julia. Anything to get a bit of an advantage in this match. And look at Julia firing on all cylinders in the opening going. Obviously, you got to think Julia is also very focused and determined to make a huge impact here on the SmackDown Women's Division. And now Carmella on the top rope. This is not very good territory for her. As now Julia, oh my God, into a Falcon's Arrow of sorts from the top rope. An impressive move there by Julia here. And now Julia looking to keep in control, keep this momentum going. Oh, look at this. The ground and pound strikes. You got to think, if you're the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Julia Hart, you are watching this match very closely, because this woman, Julia, could very well be her next challenger for the Intercontinental title. Oh, but Carmella, look at this. Trying to fire into the super kick. Carmella is sick of being overlooked, disrespected, believing everyone else is being handed opportunities while she's sitting in the sidelines. But Julia into a big punch. And obviously Tatum Paxley, who did advance in this Contender Series, has got to be watching this match as well. Ooh, nice elbow drop there by Julia. And now into the cover to get the victory. Oh, a near fall already there. And Julia, you see a little bit of frustration, but it's still pretty early on. You cannot let your emotions get the better of you, because this is a shot at WrestleMania at stake. Julia was number 30 in this year's Women's Royal Rumble match. She was unfortunately eliminated early, but Julia believes that her time will come, and she's looking to start from the very bottom and make her way up to the top. And she could very well start with the Women's IC Championship. Only 2 women have been able to call themselves Women's Intercontinental Champion in Universe Mode. The first being Michin, and the second one being our current champion, Julia Hart. And now Julia again keeping in this momentum. You gotta love what you are seeing here from this young woman. And now Julia, oh, big double stomp right onto the arm of Carmella. And Carmella realizing what it's like to be in the ring with the beautiful Madness. And Julia in the axe handle right from behind. A lot of desperate covers here by Julia for the win. And almost got it yet again. Oh, and again the frustration coming into play. And this is why you can't let it take advantage. As Carmella tried to roll up Julia, ropes forcing the break. But now it's Carmella getting her comeback in on this match with beautiful ground and pound strikes. Wasting precious time, getting frustrated, and she cannot let that happen. Carmella trying to get back to her feet. Shot right to the face of Julia. Back and forth battle here on SmackDown. Leapfrog. Ooh, into a beautiful throw, and now Carmella screaming at Julia to get up. Carmella can taste it. Oh, my God, a headbutt to Carmella out of nowhere. Oh, no. Julia, oh. Face first into the canvas. And now Julia. Oh, my God. Spinning driver. Is this enough for Julia? Julia with the win here on Smackdown. What a victory for Julia here against Carmella in this Intercontinental Championship Contender Series. Julia showing her amazing ability early on, that beautiful driver from the top rope. And Julia was in control for about 75% of this match. I would actually go so far as to say 80% of this match. Julia truly proving to each and every single one of us that she could very well have what it takes to win gold in her Universe Mode career in the near future. Beautiful slam to the Princess of Staten Island, and that was enough for Julia to advance in the Contender Series. Julia celebrates this win here tonight on SmackDown, as can we be looking at the woman who will be next in line to face Julia Hart for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. We will find out in the coming weeks. But for right now, Julia celebrates this win tonight here on Friday Night SmackDown. We're here on Friday Night Smack. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, there's Johnny Gargano of DIY making his way to the ring. The Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens set for one-on-one action against Johnny's tag team partner Tommaso Ciampa here tonight. And Kevin Owens staring straight at Johnny Gargano as Gargano's walking around ringside. Even Ciampa's confused as to why Johnny's out here. We know Johnny for the past couple of weeks has been trying to plead his case for an Intercontinental Championship opportunity. And it looks like Johnny's going to take a seat at ringside, going to get a front row seat at the action as Kevin Owens, the Intercontinental Champion, is set for one-on-one action against Tommaso Ciampa. And of course, Kevin Owens has had to deal with Johnny Gargano's shenanigans over the past few weeks, including a match against Candice LeRae at Elimination Chamber, where Kevin Owens managed to beat Candice. And now Ciampa and Owens, obviously a lot of history in their careers, very good friends since their days together on NXT, and beyond that, their days in Ring of Honor as well. Oh, cheap shot by Owens. You got to think Kevin Owens is sick of DIY shenanigans over these last few weeks. But Tommaso Ciampa continuing this onslaught, and obviously Johnny Gargano, we saw last week on SmackDown, suffer an unfortunate loss to Sami Zayn last week, and now it's Kevin Owens' turn to face one of Johnny's friends. Oh, look at this. Roll through by the champion on Tommaso Ciampa. Kick out. And now Ciampa rolls through on the champion and a kick out. Kevin Owens has been champion since New Year's Revolution earlier on this year. Obviously, you know when you're... Oh, another cheap shot by KO. And a line to Tommaso Ciampa. Kevin Owens is done playing around, and now these two titans are colliding here on SmackDown. Kevin's found a groove. Wait a minute! Johnny Gargano! Johnny Gargano getting involved and has attacked Kevin Owens. The match is thrown out. It's a disqualification Johnny Gargano snapped. You've got to be kidding me. And Johnny into a splash. Johnny with a clothesline to Kevin Owens. I thought these guys were friends. And Gargano into a cloverleaf on Owens. Johnny's lost it. Now Owens into a senton. And Kevin Owens is pissed. Johnny tried taking the coward's way and cheap shotting Kevin Owens. Stunner. Kevin Owens now making Johnny Gargano pay for wanting to cheap shot him from behind and ruin his match with Tommaso Ciampa. But Johnny, tornado DDT. Johnny wants an Intercontinental Championship opportunity that badly that he is willing to throw out a 20-year friendship with Kevin Owens. Oh. The road to WrestleMania keeps getting bumpier and bumpier. Johnny locked and loaded. His wife Candice LeRae couldn't get him an opportunity. And now Johnny taking matters into his own hands, into the Gargano escape to Kevin Owens, looking to torture the Intercontinental Champion. But Owens, able to fight out of that predicament. There, we got a brawl on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. And Johnny face first into the turnbuckle. This is what happens when you try to pick a fight with the Intercontinental Champion. There's a reason why Owens has reigned with that title as long as he has. And the knee right to the gut. And the senton. But Gargano keeps on fighting. Super kick to Owens. This is the immortal side of Johnny Gargano that we saw in his days on NXT. These guys, two former NXT champions. A lot of history together. And Kevin Owens now getting weak. But Johnny doesn't give a damn. Face first. And Johnny has had enough. Try to get a shot in on Owens. And now Owens trying to go for the small package driver. And Johnny counters into the clothesline. Oh my God, super kicks in stereo. Owens is defenseless here. Shot interrupting Kevin's match with Ciampa. Tornado DDT of his. Into a second stunner to Gargano. A very unfortunate situation here on Friday Night Smackdown. Johnny Gargano attacking Kevin Owens, throwing away years of friendship as the message has appeared clear. Johnny Gargano is not done with Kevin Owens, and Johnny Gargano will do whatever it takes to get another chance at the Intercontinental Championship. As now, what is going to happen in this saga between Kevin Owens and Johnny Gargano? Hopefully we find out sooner rather than later. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on Friday Night Smackdown as we got a situation on our hands here backstage. That's the World Tag Team Champions Metaphor, and that's the Motor City Machine Guns. You got to be kidding me. These two teams can't seem to get enough of one another. I mean, we saw what's been happening these past few weeks with Motor City Machine Guns getting involved in all of Metaphor's matches with the likes of the War Raiders and the Lucha Brothers. It was last week on SmackDown where the Motor City Machine Guns attacked Metaphor before their match and basically allowed the Lucha Brothers to get an opportunity at the World Tag Team Championships. And now Metaphor and Motor City Machine Guns are attacking each other backstage. Obviously, the Motor City Machine Guns have swore revenge for Metaphor for taking their World Tag Team Championships at the Royal Rumble event. Motor City Machine Guns are looking to make Metaphor's lives a living hell, and so far they have done just that. Motor City making it their mission, whether it is Metaphor or whether it is the Lucha Brothers. The Motor City Machine Guns want their titles back. Alex Shelley kicking Noam Dar through a table. You gotta be kidding me. This rivalry between these two teams have reached its breaking point here. You see Chris Sabin beating the hell out of Noam Dar. Alex Shelley beating the hell out of Oro Mensah. Motor City Machine Guns, oh my God, laying out Oro Mensah. And Alex Shelley with the traffic cone. Sabin trying to fight off Noam Dar into the big kick. And the Motor City Machine Guns are brutalizing the tag team champions here tonight on SmackDown. It is an intense situation here. Oh, and with a traffic cone is the Motor City Machine Guns. Well, there is Will Ospreay, who has a microphone in hand as he looks to address the fans over his status of WrestleMania. What does Ospreay have to say? Well, I've done everything I could. Last year, I tried winning the WWE Championship, and if you think for 1 second that I'm missing WrestleMania, you are mistaken. So I am calling out anyone back there who wants to have a shot at the aerial assassin at WrestleMania. Wait a minute. Oh my God, that's Shawn Michaels. Will, I've heard what you had to say, and I agree. You should have a match at WrestleMania, but it ain't gonna be against just anybody. I've been wanting to be at WrestleMania ever since Universe Mode began. I'm Mr. Frickin' WrestleMania. So your match will be against me. You want to fight me? How about we do this match right now? What the hell? No. No. This is a 60-year-old man. You're not doing this. Not now. Wait. I'm not doing this on SmackDown, and especially since Shawn Michaels is not even dressed to compete. Shawn, we're going to need to have a talk in the back. We'll get the contract written up. Shawn, if you are willing to sign a hold harmless agreement where if anything bad happens to you, you do not sue me, you do not sue Universe Mode, you do not sue anybody else. it will be Shawn Michaels versus Will Ospreay at WrestleMania. Well, what about that? Shawn Michaels will face Will Ospreay at WrestleMania. But it is now time for our co-main event of the evening, as here comes the World Heavyweight Champion, Switchblade Jay White.
Making his way to the ring from Auckland, New Zealand, weighing in at 237 pounds.
And obviously we do know that in the main event of night 2 of WrestleMania, it will be Switchblade Jay White putting that World Heavyweight Championship on the line against the man he beat at the Royal Rumble to get it, the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns. But tonight, Switchblade Jay White is in non-title action against Roman Reigns' former enforcer of the original bloodline, Big Bronson Reed. It's going to be a tough challenge, but Jay White never one to back down from a fight. Obviously, Jay White, the current World Heavyweight Champion. He also walked out of last year's WrestleMania as Intercontinental Champion, so Jay White looks to have a perfect record at WrestleMania if he manages to beat Roman yet again. But this man, looking to be the future of this company, Big Bronson Reed.
Weighing in at 330 pounds.
Like we said, Bronson Reed, a lot of history and a little bit of bad blood with Roman Reigns, but Bronson Reed knows the opportunity that lies ahead. If Bronson Reed manages to beat Jay White here tonight on Smackdown, maybe Big Bronson Reed could put his name in the bucket for possible contenders for that World Heavyweight Championship. Big Bronson Reed has been referred to by several greats and several industry professionals to be a future world champion here on Universe Mode, as he's going to face a current one right now, as it'll be Jay White and Big Bronson Reed. Our co-main event starts right now. But I'm still trying to get over what we just saw. The WrestleMania Challenge for the Ages, a dream match we never thought we would ever see. Will Ospreay versus the Heartbreak Kid, the two-time Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. We thought we were going to get the match right here tonight on SmackDown until the Raw general manager, Willie Alexander, got involved and said, I am not going to have this here. But if Shawn Michaels is willing to sign a hold harmless agreement backstage, which I assume Shawn Michaels has already done, it will be Will Ospreay versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. And speaking of WrestleMania, obviously, Jay White versus Roman Reigns, main event of night 2. Will Ospreay actually main event in night 2 last year against Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. And now Bronson Reed looking to get in control of Jay White here right now on SmackDown. And Bronson Reed has been very vocal over his lack of opportunities here on the Blue brand. But this is a massive opportunity right now against Switchblade Jay White. Well, wait a minute. Jay White with Bronson with a baseball bat. I don't know what he was planning there. I don't know if it's a no disqualification match. I wasn't really informed that it would be a no disqualification match. But Jay White looking to prevent Bronson Reed from using the baseball bat. Oh my God, in a flatliner, and I believe Bronson's midsection hit the baseball bat. But now the World Heavyweight Champion is in control. You see Jay White saying, "I'm the man. I am at the top of the food chain here on Friday nights." Let's not forget how Jay White even came to Friday Night SmackDown. He used to be a part of Monday Night Raw, but Jay White won the Intercontinental Championship from Finn Balor at last year's WrestleMania, which guaranteed Jay White a spot on the SmackDown roster, and he has been thriving here ever since. And now Jay White and Bronson Reed looking to go blow for blow here on our co-main event here tonight. The Switchblade versus the Tribal Thief, but there's the Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns is here. The former World Heavyweight Champion. And Roman's shouting orders. Oh, and Jay White. And Roman Reigns is loving what he's seeing, but Jay White kicks out. Roman, you could stop taunting now. Roman Reigns is in the ring, and Bronson Reed is brutalizing Jay White. And Roman Reigns now into the spear to Jay White. And the tsunami, no, actually a knee right to the face. But either way, Roman with the spear to Jay White. And Bronson, oh! We thought that would have been it. Roman